God. The roundhouse? What am I doing in here?
Oh, Craig. You just had to keep looking, didn't you?
I actually wanted to leave. Look, I knew this place was like San Juan West, but I didn't think it was a blatant copy.
Incredible, right? You just follow some blueprints and talking train tech, and the next thing you know, you're running your own railroad.
Care to tell me why you knocked me out?
I'll explain that after I monologue for about 5 minutes. And out of juice. Chargeable.
Why are you doing this?
You'll understand soon enough. But now, Bill,
Yes, sir.
you may make the evasive maneuver.
Yes, sir.
Bill, are you going to rewire my personality?
As soon as this thing charges up.
Well, Craig, I guess I owe you an explanation. Take a look around and see what I've created. These personalities were nothing before I made them new again and put them to work. Everyone wins.
They're not perfect. They're barely even personalities. They're defective, barely thought out, one-dimensional engines. You've done nothing but boost your ego. No one wins. Most importantly, you don't win.
You keep talking like that, and I'll throw your ejector in the river!
Is that the best threat you have? How about this? I'm gonna rip your off and shove it right up your and then Hang on. Am I seriously getting bleeped?
See? No one in my fleet can even produce those words. Your trainmaster knew how to program his engines with intelligence in the first decade.
I'd swear, but standards won't let me. All that matters is that you're doing horribly unethical things to these engines. Where did you even find this many operable steam engines anyway? Don't you think someone will notice a Canadian National Mikado showing up in western Pennsylvania?
No, but Clyde, the Canadian Government Railway 2854, will be our best addition yet.
Wait, what?
Ready, sir.
Proceed. A few thousand volts for just a few seconds and some rewiring here and there. It'll be like you've been here forever.
You're not going to get away with this! Someone back me up! This is getting too real!
By the way, this is the signal.
Engines, all headlights on! Bill, have you gone crazier than usual?
You still haven't figured it out. Ben J. Hill, did you really think there was more than one C-16 operable?
There's only one way out of here, but not for you.
Now you're just delaying the inevitable.
Hey, look, Ben. Looks like the catch of the day.
He's been here the whole time?
Long enough to learn how you've been brainwashing locomotives to become your slaves.
No, that's not it.
Well, then keep talking. And speak slower. The camera's been live streaming you the whole time.
Oh, you can't be serious. Oh well, might as well make the most of my time. Engines!
Yes, sir!
Sand your flues and max out your stokers!
My God, he wouldn't.
He is!
Sir, wait!
You think you could smoke us out of this roundhouse without saying the truth?
How nice of you to join us, Mr. Idle. At least I won't have to live with my mistakes. Can you?
Ben, what's happening?
Whoa! He's hitting him in the face! Now the ribs. Now he's getting a chair!
Yeah, take this!
That human piano sure was full of something sour. I didn't think.
Sir, I know you're working out your aggression, but we have to get out of here before we suffocate.
You're right, but there's no way we're getting through that solid steel door.
Can you unlock it with his device?
That's what I was trying to do when I was hitting him.
What if we use something big?
I'm something big. After all, I am a tank.
That's actually funny there.
He's delirious. We need to get out of here, fast.
I need to ram that door, but I need the turntable lined up so I can have more room to make a run for it.
And how are you going to get the turntable repositioned?
Well, think about it. What powers a turntable?
A power plant!
No, electricity. Ben, the electrodart.
Oh, right. You don't see that every day.
Ben, the door.
Oh boy, I'm glad nothing broke.
We're running out of time. We need to stop the other engines from smoking so much.
Put out a PSA. What can we do?
Craig, you met them all. Do you think there's something you could tell them? Steam engine to steam engine?
Everyone! I know I've been critical of you, but that was meant toward your boss. You're all unwitting members of his insane plan. He just wanted you to slip in and become complacent. But we will give you a better world. You don't need to fit in. You should just be willing to stick out. We have enough evidence to put Trainexpert in prison for years. With our help, we'll make sure you find good homes that appreciate you. Forever.
Well, that bought us a minute.
Greg, do you have any steam pressure left?
Just a bit. I just need to get up to my... I mean it, everyone! We'll get you a better life!
Hold on, bosses. Greg, hold on to your tender. Oh yeah, we're out of here.
It's a breath of fresh air.
You don't have to breathe.
You know what he means.
We almost died.
What do you mean, almost?
Okay, so I get that Trainexpert was crazy. But what exactly was he up to?
Trust me, it's not as interesting that it sounds.
Oh, Angie. This is your time to shine.
We need to stop them.
But how do we get out of here? Doesn't anyone here have an electrical?
So, I got the gist of it when I was leaving Scranton. A crazy fan decided to create his own railroad his own way. But what was he doing? Like, what was the deal with all the boxcars and all the scrap metal?
Well, when Ben and I first went undercover, we thought what was going on was this low-quality knockoff
Oh, I just got it!
Railroad was doing was taking faulty personalities we had trouble developing and installing them on his own engines.
It wasn't?
Oh no. First of all, those steam engines are not original. They're made from scrap diesels and freight cars.
That's not so bad.
First of all, he lied. He acquired boxcars and claimed they were too far gone for repair. He still paid the owners for their damaged equipment, but he would always stretch the truth to their reuse. So he cut everything up instead.
He brings the parts to Loqwalitee to strip them of their broken personalities.
Then the parts came to the knockoff steel mill where they are melted down and formed into his new creations, from kits to boiler, just like a mutated Schenectady.
I get that they're all supposed to resemble the San Juan roster, but what about the personalities? The engines seem to believe they're normal steam engines.
Yeah, about that. The electro darts, it's not to fix personalities, it's to reset them.
Okay, what?
Trainexpert figured out the right electrical voltage and timing to bring a personality to factory settings. These diesel personalities now think they're steam engines that have been running here for decades. I've tinkered with the reset idea in theory, but I would never go so far to reset an entire railroad.
Entire railroad?
So that's why you wanted me to come here? To basically earn his trust?
We wanted you to trick him into making a full confession. We had earned his trust with Ben as Bill, but it wasn't progressing fast enough with an insane tank engine. So the moment we learned you were heading through here to get back to Colorado, we decided to convince Trainexpert to complete his collection. We wanted this insanity done before he could harm anything else. He seemed ready to explain what was going on, but he seemed to change his mind about letting you go when he realized how useful you would be to his operation. We were never going to let you get reset, though.
So I was never in any real danger?
Who do you think sabotaged his electro dart?
And what about the smoke in the roundhouse? Did we have an escape for carbon emissions?
We never thought he'd be that crazy to suffocate himself.
We had everything planned until Angie suddenly showed up.
Angie? You mean the white engine? What was that unholy creation?
That's Trainexpert's most broken creation. His newest passenger engine was supposed to be his stand-in for Annie. You know how Annie's design strongly resembles an NWJ?
The early one or the modern one?
Yes.
How does she even function?
Some things are best left unsaid. For that simple reason, we just refer to her as Angie. It makes as much sense as the letters floating above us.
What letters are you talking about?
Nothing. They're gone now.
Okay, last question. Why didn't you tell me this earlier?
Would you have been able to talk to him calmly?
Fair enough. There's no way I would have had a rational conversation with him without trying to pin him under my drawbar.
At least we don't have to see anything that disturbing again.
What are you talking about? Craig hasn't even met Ellis yet.
All set, Ben?
Just about. I guess we'll run like this until we find a flat car for me to ride on.
Yeah, that'll work. We don't want the same thing happening the last time you were coupled behind me.
Hey, remember afterwards when they attached my spoke box door to...
I thought we agreed to never speak of that again!
Alright guys, G&W just gave us clearance. They want us out of the way 10 minutes ago. Ben, can you handle some distance on the rail?
Rebuilt ready.
We'll have to stop at the next town for water before we... Guys, do you hear that squeal?
You aren't telling anyone what happened here!
We better highball!
Who is running her?
Want to take a guess?
Whoa, slow down. I just want you to listen to reason.
This just feels gratuitous! Speed up!
I think we could use something to fend her off. Ben?
On it! Charging!
What? You missed? How could you miss? She's only 3 feet in front of you!
It's hard to aim for a personality device when you're both moving at track speed.
Is that Trainexpert running Angie? Fire at him!
That would kill him.
That's an issue now?
That's not right at all.
Can you at least derail a wheel?
It's electricity, not a battering ram.
There's no way I'm gonna have enough coal and water to outrun her all the way.
I'm running out of power myself.
Any other plans?
Nope.
Do you hear that rail squeal? Like, really loud?
Yeah, we're trains.
No, it's too loud to just be us.
Stop them! Stop them!
I guess that pep talk convinced them.
Well, how about that? Great work, K&L roster!
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Clyde. Thanks, Bill.
Pull back more.
Yeah, we did something right.
Look! It's working! They're keeping her back!
I don't know. Those engines are weak. And Angie isn't that well built at all.
Dang, she's too strong.
Oh, shoot!
At least we got something.
We came for blood.
Oh, great. She's catching up again. Craig, how are you doing?
Not too good. I'm running low on water.
Low water. That's it.
Did you really think a bunch of engines would stop my greatest creation? You're never leaving this line again! Just like what I did to the last owner!
Hey, Mr. So-called train expert. During all those times you contacted me, I rejected your designs because they weren't complete. I would give you advice and you ignored it, so let me say it one last time. The talking train tech was never about personalities and attitudes. It was never a dedication to the job, and especially not to their master. It was about communication with the crew and an alert to what was wrong. For example, Angie could have easily told you to slow down to compensate for excessive reverse force. She could have given you a second pair of eyes when trying to line up with us. And most importantly, she could have told you that without a tender, your water glass is running dry.
Your San Juan Trainz is a joke! Don't you dare tell me how to run my railroad, you no-good two-timing motherfucker!
Looks like Trainexpert's blasting off, eh, Ben?
Oh, wow! That was crazy.
And by the way, it's San Juan branch line, not San Juan Trainz.
So, how do we explain this to the authorities?
What do we say? A deformed, streamlined engine and her crazy master just flew into a mountain?
Don't worry. The authorities will make sure we're on our way home nice and quickly.
I mean, after retirement, I should have accounted for someone trying to impersonate my name and steal my railroad just to turn it into their no-effort operation. You said Mr. VU had been at your railroad before?
He was a disgruntled fan we had to deal with back in the 80s. He was so infatuated with our roster's personalities that he decided to create his own talking train tech. Then his tech became so important to him, he never actually learned how to properly run a railroad. When I learned about this operation 2 years ago, I personally set out to stop it.
Well, his imitation has left him scattered across the highlands. You have my gratitude, old friend. My train days are behind me, but I'll make sure those engines end up in good homes.
They're just going to Sugar Creek, aren't they?
Yeah, probably. They're imperfect, but they're not 100% lost causes. Just you wait. Take care.
Yikes. Hard to believe I almost became one of them, right?
Hey, I still have the electro dart, so I can always reconfigure you.
Don't even joke like that.
There will be plenty of time to joke later. For now, it's been a long trip. I just want you to relax and see all the friendly faces.
So nice to see all the old friends.
And all the new friends? This is gonna be an interesting season.
Just wait until you meet Ellis.
So high, I'm hypnotized.